For all that you've done and all that you will do, Olivia and I are proud to present the Critics' Choice Music and Film Award to Mr. Martin Scorsese.
Thank you, broadcast critics, and of course Leo for doing this, and of course wonderful Olivia Harrison for presenting this to me, and such a great honor and amazing performance by the great one, Bob Dylan. Just, I don't know. This award has a very special significance for me, so I'd like to begin with a special thank you, and that goes to Django Reinhardt, Stéphane Grappelli, and the Hot Club of France. That was the music I used to hear in my apartment when I was growing up in New York, and even before we had a TV, and that was in the middle to late 40s. So before anything, for me, there was music. Music, conversation, and for me, they were both the same thing. Then we got a TV, and there were images to go with the great music my parents and I loved. And no matter how different the sounds were from the movies that were on the TV and from the life going on around me and all the scenes going on around me, they seemed to be complementary in ways I couldn't explain. I still can't. The music sent these images sort of flooding into my imagination, and the images seemed to give a kind of subconscious narrative to the music. And all these years later, that's still the way I work, and I guess that's the reason I'm here tonight. So thank you for this award, which means so much to me because music means so much to me. And particular thanks to David Tedeschi, the editor, who's with me every step and every cut of the way on No Direction Home, Bob Dylan, on Shine a Light, and Living in the Material World. To Margaret Bodie, whose patience and support and extraordinary producing skills got No Direction Home and Living in the Material World across the finish line. Each one took about 4 years to make. To Emma Tillinger and Steve Bing, who produced Shine a Light with finesse and generosity. To Rick Yorn, there's a strong spirit behind so much of this. To my old friend Robbie Robertson for his continual inspiration and his educated ear. And to John Taplin, too. He produced Mean Streets. But John and Robbie set me on the course, on this course, by making The Last Waltz a movie as well as a great night and event. To all the musicians in all those films who made such timeless music. And finally, thanks to the Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, Jeff Rosen, Nigel Sinclair, and Olivia Harrison for inviting me to the party. Thank you so much.
I want to thank you for giving a shout out to Django Reinhardt and Stéphane Grappelli. That's pretty cool. We'd also like to acknowledge that George Harrison, Living in the Material World, is the Critics' Choice for Best Documentary Feature in a category that also featured great films like Undefeated, Project NEM, Page One, Cave of Forgotten Dreams, and Buff. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you so much for that, too. And thank you, Olivia and George. Thank you.
Coming up next, two of Hollywood's funniest stars, Donald Glover and Mindy Kaling, represent for the writers. George Clooney makes a long-distance call to Sean Penn. Plus the awards for Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Picture when the Critics' Choice Movie Awards continues.